Hi, this is Denise Bossert, and if you're watching this video, you are probably thinking about taking a trip to the Holy Land. I can't think of a better thing to do for your faith, and the younger you are, the better, because then you have an entire lifetime to experience the liturgical calendar, the rosary, the readings at Mass, through the lens of the memories that you will come back with. Now, there are a number of ways you can do it. You can go with a pilgrimage group, and maybe your own priest can be part of that, and you can contact me and I'll give you some ideas of pilgrimage groups that can help you out. You could go with a big name like Teresa Tomeo or Steve Ray, and those are great as well if what you're looking for is an experience with a published author and someone who can give you wisdom along the way. Your parish priest is great too, because then you have, a spiritual advisor and a confessor along the way, and someone who will pray the Mass at each of the holy sites. But there's another option. There's an option to go on your own, and this is the one that I'm talking about right now. It is the middle of January, and it's a great time to book a flight, and it is truly possible to go to the Holy Land on your own. That is my focus as the founder of Holy Land on my own and a consultant. So today's talk, brief talk, will be on flights. I've been on a lot of flights to Tel Aviv, and I have some thoughts about them. Let's start with the one I like the least, and that is Air Canada. And my friends who may be watching this are giving me a thumbs up for saying Air Canada is a thumbs down. I took a group of high-profile Catholic leaders, women leaders, to Israel not too long ago, and we flew Air Canada, and the flight to Toronto from the United States was delayed with no reason. Or at least we weren't told the reason, and it was delayed so long that we had 10 minutes to get from our arrival gate in Toronto to the departure gate at the other Air Canada departure gate to go to Tel Aviv. When we disembarked from our flight to Toronto, they said, "You'll be fine, you've got 10 minutes to get going," with no other direction than that. We arrived at the departure gate to Tel Aviv, and we were late by 5 minutes, and the plane was already gone. Long story short, we ended up losing about 12 hours of our trip to Israel, and a number of things had to fall off our itinerary. When we returned, we complained, obviously, to Air Canada. Their response was, you can have 15% discount on any Air Canada flight if you use this discount within the next 12 months, which, of course, it was worse to go to the ladies and tell them this was the response, but I did share it with them, and all of them laughed at me because it had been such a terrible experience. So, Air Canada, no. My thoughts, my personal thoughts. El Al is great, but it is typically expensive. I looked just today. Now's a really good time. It's mid-January. Now's a really good time to book a flight. Today, El Al is at $907. Air Canada is at $894 for round trips. LOT is a possibility. It can sometimes be a really great deal. Today, it's $769, which is less than the other two. But typically, it takes about 24 hours to fly to Tel Aviv, with a lot of layovers, and I don't recommend that. British Airways, I've been told, is a good deal, but today it's $1,146. I have not flown British Airways, so I've flown the other airlines, so I can't tell you anything from a personal story or personal perspective. Lufthansa also is at $924. I'm saving the one that I prefer for last for a number of reasons, and that is Turkish Airlines. The reason I like Turkish Airlines, today's price is $616, and typically they are really competitively priced. The other thing is you get wonderful Turkish delight. If you've ever read C.S. Lewis's Narnia series, Turkish delight is one of the things you should at least try sometime, and I can't think of a better time to try it than being on a Turkish Airlines flight to the Holy Land. Another reason why it is great, other than fantastic prices, is that you get free alcohol as much as you want. So if that is something that's important to you, then I suggest Turkish Airlines. I will be leaving in a few weeks to go back to the Holy Land, my annual trip, and I, of course, will be taking Turkish Airlines for my flight. So this concludes this episode of Israel and the Holy Land on my own, and I will be back with other YouTube videos, including ones on hotels and renting a car. Yes, you can do that, and different places to eat. So shalom, God bless you, and see you in the Holy City.